Getting called a hacker these days is common for anyone slightly above average at Call of Duty. But believe it or not, there are legitimate ways to predict where enemies will be coming from during the games, and the easiest way to do that is by learning the spawns. First, you have to know where the possible spawn locations are for the enemies, and then next you need to pinpoint your teammates' locations. And finally, you're gonna have to watch the kill feed to keep track of just how many players will be spawning at a given time. Best of the best are able to do this with ease, and that's one reason that if you go through my gameplay video comment sections, you'll see many people claiming that I cheat. Now, whether you believe me or not, I don't cheat, I never have, I never would. I truly think cheating in video games is the lamest thing you can do on this earth, like on this entire planet. Why not just spend your time doing anything else if you can't get good at the game or you can't have fun with it? Anyway, let me not go off on a tangent today. I'm going to be breaking down a few important things for reading spawns and even giving my insight on how I personally manipulate them. I think this is very important for my fellow solo queuers because your teammates may not be the best, but if you're putting the opponent in the mini spawn trap blender, you can single-handedly win the game. My name is Rehtycs, welcome to the channel. Let's dive in. So this isn't going to be a 30-minute long video. This is very easy to explain. The first thing of importance is knowing where the potential spawn points are. So if it's hardpoint, the spawns are all across the map. However, if it's control, offense and defense have specific spawn points. For example, the offensive team in control is not going to be spawning by point A or point B on the enemy side because obviously that would be way too easy. Vice versa on defense. Now, as far as specific spawns go, I'm currently working on maps that will show you every spawn location on each ranked map, and I'll be releasing that for channel members soon. I'll also be doing that for the new Modern Warfare 3 that comes out here in a few months. Just go down below and click the join button and you will receive those maps as soon as they're done. Now, for anyone who doesn't want to join the channel, I get it. I'm not going to gatekeep all of the information. The main thing is knowing that if your team is getting kills, then that means the enemy's spawning somewhere. Now, look at the mini-map. If your team's on the left side of the map, then the enemy will likely spawn on the opposite side. If you're all in the left corner, then the enemy has 3 different corners that they could spawn in. But if your team is spread between the top left corner of the minimap and the bottom left corner, then that means obviously the enemy is going to be spawning near the right corners of the minimap. Obviously then, if you have a teammate in the bottom left and bottom right, and then 2 teammates in the top left, then the only possible enemy spawn is usually going to be in the top right. Whichever part of the minimap is empty, that's likely where the enemy team will be spawning. Now, of course, if your team isn't getting kills, then this won't matter. The enemies could be anywhere. Even if there's an empty part of the map, the enemy isn't dying, they're not spawning. But if your team does kill 2 to 4 enemies, take a look at the minimap for your team, see where they are, and then put your eyes on whichever area is empty. I mean, so that's it briefly, but here's where it gets hard because you have to constantly move your eyes. You have to check the kill feed and the minimap every few seconds during any downtime that you may have. If your team got 1 kill, then the enemy will likely spawn wherever his team is fighting at. But if your team gets 2 or more kills, that's when the spawns can completely flip, as the game will try to place the enemies in a spawn distant from where you and your team are. So while it's hard to read every spawn every time, this is the baseline for reading them. Now, if you know where they're spawning, you can watch a lane. If they use that lane that you're watching, you'll kill them. But if they don't use that lane, then you can relay the information to your team and say, hey, they have to be going mid or wrapping around back because I'm watching this part of the map, or something like that, so that your teammates know where to look as well. It really is that simple, but the next step is thinking about where the enemy would go. If you know where they're spawning and you know where they want to go, for example, to the next hard point location potentially, you have some easy kills because all you have to do is aim. Now, it's easier said than done, but I'm going to show you guys some live gameplay with me explaining through live commentary what's going through my mind. Rewind and watch the minimap as much as you need to. Okay, teammates are pushing through, so let's look at the mini map here. So teammates, we got 2 there, so yep, they are here. I was gonna say they should be on me. It's okay that I died there. Also, keep that in mind when you have a hill like this one that's coming up, this P3. The most important hill, honestly, in all of Modern Warfare 2, this is the one that will win you games. So it's okay if I died on the last 10 seconds or so at P2, because it's going to spawn me over here, and as you can see, it did. So I'm going to pop Daddy. I'm going to try to force them to spawn out because we want the spawns back here. So I'm going to go all the way back here, as far back as I can. Now it looks like my teammates need help on the hill, so I'm going to just move up and try to do that for them. I get 1. I know one's going to be up here. There he is. Boom. All right, so now they should be spawning, yep, right there, P1, because if you take a look at the mini-map, all my teammates, the way they were set up, the enemies had really nowhere to spawn besides all the way out or P1. Thing is, if they spawn all the way out, I don't have to worry about it. So I'm just going to immediately aim at P1 because if they're there, I'll get some free kills. So killing him, obviously they're spawning over here. Look at the mini-map. My teammates are all everywhere else. I could have waited a second, got my health back. But look at, as you can see, the last 2 that were alive for their team was exactly where I was going. Okay, so that's 3 of them dead. So they're probably going to be spawning. So my teammate just spawned on me, so I know they're not spawning over here, which means they have to be spawning something like P1 or P4, and it's right there. Had 1, another one benches, can't really see him. But as you can see, I mean, I was right again. So a lot of people are going to say, well, this guy's a hacker. He always knows where people are spawning or knows where people are. Well, I mean, I'm doing it live right now. Literally calling it. Uh-oh, that's not good, though. Got him off it. So now I'm going to move up here so that they can't get these spawns. Even if my teammates don't spawn here, because there is an enemy on the hill, as long as they're not spawning here, I'm winning. You know, we're going to win this encounter. So now we have these spawns, which is exactly what we need. They're going to have to come through either here, maps, or the opposite side where stables are. And I'm going to move up a bit and play cutoff right here. And that works out like a charm. So now I'm going to pop Deddy. Oh, no, I don't know if he saw me. He didn't. Got very lucky. So the reason I'm popping Deddy here is because we need spawns. Oh, God. He's below. We need spawns over there, right where I was going towards the new hill. And as you can see, we got them. All you have to do is just push out. And sometimes it's better to just pop Deddy and try to run straight to the spawns rather than fight a bunch of people and hope you can win the spawns. You know, even though you're fighting 1v4. And obviously, they're going to be spawning over here now. I think you guys kind of get the gist. It's very easy to read spawns in this game. Even though, again, they are really random, it seems sometimes. As you can see, I mean, I keep reading them perfectly. Okay, so we know that my teammate just spawned back there. So I know I don't have to worry about that entire half of the map. So I can focus strictly on open. Since my teammates are focusing on closed, I get gunned because I'm horrible. They should be spawning behind me, honestly. And they are. Okay, so I wasn't sure fully on that one. The reason I thought so, though, is if you look at the minimap, I'm the only one over here. I still am, so it's a little scary. Plus, they're all in P1, so they're probably going to be spawning out back by forklift and things like that. Okay, they got one kill. And, yep, there's one on double steps. Dead. This is where the game is just easy. They have to push out from the most obvious spawns. I think anyone can read these. And they're not going to be able to do so. And we get the win. We got 2 dead already. So we're already in good standing. I just got to get through and I don't. So when you hard stack B at the start of the round, you get good spawns for A. That's why there's a positive to it. Like, I mean, if you stack A, you'll get good spawns for B, but B is very easy to lock down. So if you start out, you know, with a clean wipe of the enemy team, you're going to get the hardest point off rip. And if you don't, well, then you just get to come over here and do what I'm doing. Be a rat. Now, as I was doing that at A, my teammates locked down B. Predictable. Oh, all right. That's big. That's 2. So now here's how you manipulate spawns or read spawns here. They're going to be spawning at A because I'm all the way in the back of their B spawn. This is where they would spawn if they were getting the B spawn. So they're going to probably stack for A. No, wow, that caught me off guard. I should have died there. Now, I read the spawn correctly. I thought they were all going to go A. Looks like he decided to go for B. The rest stayed at A. So now what I could do is I can pinch around and I can really make this round really difficult on them. They're not going to hear me with my Deddy. They may be checking this. There we go. Now they're going to be getting the B spawn. Look at the mini-map. No one's at B. Their whole team is going to be spawning here, but I need to get top bed control. Oh, I get right. So they may get B. As you can see, they're getting us to spawn deep because they had a guy pushed up D1, D2. That's the desks right here. That's the call out for that. So we're spawning deep. Oh, I tried it. That was our only chance. Because I know a lot of you guys strictly play AR. I'd say most people in ranked prefer just the AR. It's just way easier to use. So you may want to come up here. He said God Heady. I was going to check it. Anyway, that's literally what I was about to tell you guys to check. This is God Heady. They get gunned off it. They're dead. Boom. Now we're in good. Now there's 3 dead. Last one's mid. He's dead. That's all of them. So we're going to actually stack this. They're going to be coming out here. I'm going to nade it. They're going to be coming out through here as well. I mean, they just... Their whole spawn right now is Chandelier, which is basically where I'm looking. And then the back parking lot, which they would have to come through here. I have a great head glitch. There was no way they would kill me. Now they're probably going to be waiting at this staircase since they have this back street spawn. Oh, so now the next wave of kills that comes through, I'm going to be in the perfect spot. Wait, they just have to get the kills. There's 2. I'm going to pop Deddy now just in case. But they should be spawning back here. This is perfect. That's the game. They're all going to have to come through here, which means they're all going to have to go through me. They all have to be on that side of the map. Oh, I stopped shooting. But I'm giving my teammates all the time in the world. It's that simple. If you know where they're going to spawn, you can do exactly what I just did. Win the round for your team. I mean, they had some big kills, obviously. But if I wasn't there, the enemy team may have had a chance to push through. Let's do it again now on defense. So on defense, since B is the most important, I always go here first. I like to hit God Heady off rip because I think I shoot straighter than anyone that I play against, and as you can see, they can't really do anything about it. Okay, so they got A, so now you're gonna see trap in the B spawn. First step, the guy that goes catwalk. They always do 10 out of 10 times, literally. Even if it's not right away, hold your aim. Now I'm gonna come back here and cut him off. He wants top bed. He knows I'm here. There he is. It's so predictable, guys. This is why I get called a hacker. This is why a lot of good players get called hackers. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of hackers, but you get the point. I think I heard... There he is. Oh, I gunned him off the heady. Now that they're really going for me, I'm gonna move a little bit. I'm gonna pop dead silence. I'm gonna rat it up. Now, he said reception, so that... Okay, I think he said he got him, though. So now I'm just gonna wait here. He's either up here. There he is. Okay, I was gonna say he might be below. I heard some footsteps. We're gonna push through a little bit. Now we really have pressure on them. Look, they have to be spawning out back, and they have to just pretty much run straight at us. I am wrong. But just... Oh, and he... Oh, he got me. No! I might have just sold it. Good job, my teammate. Look, they're reading the spawns as well. They know they have to push through. If they're not pushing through to B, they're flanking around. And, you know, hopefully one of my teammates has just been watching this flank. They end up clearing it off. I was a little sketch there for a second when we had 2 dead. People also, that's a common spot. They're going to be spawning towards that area. So they're going to be sitting there waiting for you to hop out here. Teammate said there's a guy couches. He's dead. He also said there was one bottom bed. I almost have Deady. So they could be coming out here again. Teammate getting shot in the back, so I'm going to try and watch this angle for him. He can watch all the couches. I have 2 there. Kill 1. Usually if I'm in a game, I'd call that out. But as you can see, I'm reading everywhere they're going to be coming from, strictly because I know our location on the map. I just saw this guy again. I'm telling you, that's a super common spot. Now, hot tub also, catwalk also, because they have to come from A to B. They have to. We have B locked down. Here he is again. He might have went in kitchen. I don't think they have time to go through kitchen, though, so I'm not sure why he would do that. Connector. And we lock up the game. We lock up the game, just like that, just from holding the spawns. Me reading them, predicting them, and cutting them off made it to where it was impossible for them in the last 2 rounds to get any sort of progress. Now, I wasn't alone. My teammates were getting kills as well, but you guys see how impactful it can be, and hopefully that made sense during the live comm. Now, if you made it this far in the video, I just want to quickly shout out everyone on the screen right now. Thank you guys for sharing my previous video, and you know the drill. If you want to shout out on the next video, you can either join the channel or hit the share button. I also have 1 or 2 more gameplays that I got live calming my spawn reads, and if that's something you guys would like to see, just comment down below letting me know you want more of this if it helps you. This video I'm a little nervous about because I don't know if it's going to be as easy as I feel like it is, because I've been playing this game and I've been pretty good at it since I'd say probably 2014 is when I started getting really good. I've been playing since 2009. So it seems like it's easy, and the way I'm breaking it down I think works, but if not, let me know. I'll try and get the message across a different way. But the quickest tip to always remember is make sure you look at the kill feed and look at the minimap. If your teammates are getting kills, wherever is empty on the minimap is likely where the enemy will be. I guarantee that'll help make you a better player. With that being said, all you have to do is hit the share button and copy the link, or share it with someone if you want to shout out the next video, and comment down below letting me know that was done. I can't talk for some reason. Second channel link is in the description as well if you like Warzone gameplay and things like that. I'm going to start posting pretty much daily over there as well. Thank you guys. We're almost at 20k subs. We'll be there soon, so I thank you guys so much for that. That's a crazy number, and let's continue growing. Thank you, and we'll see you soon.